Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Bert. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. What are we doing here?
I'm not sure. I know Josh said come over to watch a movie.
Do you know what we're watching?
I have no idea. So I came over here. I said, hey, why not? Why don't I just come over here and watch a movie?
Yeah, hopefully it's something good, something current.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Hey
I
guys,
have no idea.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Josh.
got a nice surprise for you guys.
What are we watching tonight?
When's the last time you saw a VHS tape?
It's been a few years.
I think I have a stack at my house still.
Uh-huh. Check out this video. I think you'll like it.
Okay, what we got here?
I got the popcorn.
I got the butter.
I hope I'm in it.
Oh, Middle River will never be the same.
Uh-oh. I think I know what this is.
Just wait.
It's an Orioles production? I love Orioles productions.
I think there could only be two options for an Orioles production.
It's not Buckle Up
Dear
Birds.
Dad, what an incredible
Oh,
season.
man. He has pen and paper.
What an incredible year. It was like that movie, Field of Dreams.
This is the Why Not video. I'm not sure how many correlations there are between the Why Not video and Field of Dreams, though. I don't know.
Well, you remember that
Baseball.
time Mike Devereaux and Brady Anderson, they all walked out of the fence?
Oh, I forgot that really
It all
happened.
started in Sarasota, Florida in mid-February.
It all started in Sarasota. In
Oh,
mid-February,
John Miller.
when a bunch of hearty young
I missed that
players,
voice.
Many of them strangers, began an unforgettable season.
When's the
They
last
were
time you
young,
guys saw this?
innocent, eager, aggressive, and talented. As we would
Probably
find out
like
later,
when I was
very
11 or
talented.
12.
Yeah, it's been many years.
I don't think the intern was born when this came out.
I was 5 years old.
Compete
Hey, it's Frank.
respectively against 13 American League rivals.
So they got the new uniforms in '89, but in spring training they're still wearing the old ones?
Hey, maybe it's like this year when the promo schedules aren't coming out until like opening day.
Which had lost
Yeah.
107 games the previous year, even dreamed that this was the beginning of one of the most exciting
I'm glad they brought
seasons
back the white
in
panel
the
cap.
history of the Orioles.
Here we go. Why not? Oh. Ring the bell. Kevin Hickey, rest in peace. I promise not to bring up too many dead people in this video.
Well, between the dead people and the mustaches, Bert, you are in heaven.
I think I'm gonna take a drink every time I see a mustache. You are allowed to drink in this theater, right?
That's right. And this is the 80s, so the mustaches are running free.
Oh, ring the bell. Cal Ripken Sr. Stan Jefferson dancing around home plate. Do you know who sang the Why Not theme song?
I don't know.
Who sang it?
It was a band called the Dream Team Band. I think this was their only hit.
Is it bad that one of our favorite years is the year that they finished second place?
Yeah.
It's probably not a good thing.
And it was so long ago. It's my daughter's age now.
Yeah, I was 5.
The Comeback Kids.
Comeback kids in short jean shorts.
But you know what's nice is look how packed the stadium is.
You know what's weird though
Look at
too,
Memorial.
and that's Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
Anytime they show the crowd at Memorial Stadium, hardly anybody's wearing Orioles gear. Like you couldn't get Orioles gear as readily as you do these days.
Maybe that's why there's so many fans with no shirts on in
Yeah.
all those clips.
We need to bring that back.
No shirts.
Shirtless fans.
OBP could have made a killing back then.
I'd like to welcome all of you to the newcomers of spring training.
I like Frank Robinson here with the hands down his pants.
Now,
This is like the only job where you can be the boss and just stand in front of your employees and just put your hands in your pants. Like, what other job can you do that? That's wonderful.
It was a very casual meeting that he's having with the team there.
I mean, you get sued if you do that in any other company.
It's probably why the new uniforms came out. They needed pockets.
And not just a name. And we are dedicated.
Larry
to
Lucchino,
to
still
returning
alive.
this team to where
But
it
listen-
once was.
He was talking about getting the team to where it once was, but you could tell by his voice, he didn't believe it either. They just lost 107 games.
Yeah.
He didn't believe it.
Hey, I think this VHS tape's skipping a little bit. Can you hit,
It's been a while. I'll adjust the tracking.
yeah, hit the tracking a little bit.
I thought they did this digitally remaster with old VHSs on the DVD. We got to upgrade this Why Not video.
I thought Josh was inviting us over to watch a Blu-ray in his home theater.
Monday,
I had to pull this out of Mom's attic. You can't buy this thing anymore.
Chuck Thompson might have said.
Check out that hair.
More than 50,000
Nice.
That's impressive.
fans embraced their young Orioles.
52,000 in Memorial
It
Stadium?
was opening
Yep.
day.
That's more than Camden Yards holds, right?
George Bush, the first.
That's right.
Pre-Roids, Roger Clemens?
Pre-roids. Looks like a different man.
The air.
I just knew I had to catch the ball.
Oh, my
I love
goodness.
Steve Finley.
Opening day starter,
Didn't even think about
Dave
the ball. I didn't
Schmidt.
think about anything else but catching the ball.
Right
I ended up with an ERA about 5.5 this year.
He swung on, driven toward right center. Finley ranging right into the gap. Out of the warning track, he reaches up and he makes the catch. And then slams into the wall.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, that's right. You still got to get the high five, though.
Jumping up and down.
He's a good-looking man, that Steve Finley.
He was a good-looking man. Yes, he was.
Players need to bring back the flip-up glasses.
Look at that high
I
five.
knew I was going to have to come out after that inning.
The high five was with the good arm.
for 3 weeks.
No, it wasn't. That's when he knew he had a problem.
For a season.
3 weeks he was out?
Yeah.
By the sixth inning, Boston led 3-1. And with 2 men on, the batter was Cal Ripken.
Oh,
The
Cal
village, which
Ripken.
General manager Roland Hemond had built this youthful ball club.
Check out that. Do you see that lady in the background wearing big chains?
Clemens into his stretch. The runners lead. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a drive. Deep into left field.
It's going, it's going. Gone. I could have John Miller's job.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
I wish he was still here.
If you look at the 1989 roster, Cal Ripken and maybe Brady Anderson and Mike Devereaux were really the only good players. They had a lot of bums on that team. A lot of bums. I love the fan shots. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Mickey Tentleton walks. Tentleton takes ball 4.
Mickey Tentleton was pretty good that year.
He was good that year. If you look, a lot of these guys had career years that year.
Yeah.
Randy Milligan?
And Craig Worthington stepped to the
Oh,
plate.
Craig Worthington.
Very good. Another guy had a career year.
To the plate.
His only year.
Yeah. He had
See the HTS?
Oh, yeah.
The ball game is over. Here comes Tentleton. He scores.
That was a great opening day.
The Orioles.
Yes.
Worthington is the hero.
I'm pretty sure I was there. I'd have to check with my mom and dad.
At opening day?
Yeah.
So you went as a kid, just you don't go as an adult.
Dear Margot,
Yeah.
we started the season
I couldn't
in a
drink
very
back then.
exciting manner. Imagine having to face
We need
Roger
to make some
Clemens
336 videos where we
opening
just
day
write letters to
in the
people.
Boston Red Sox.
Roland Hemond, do you know what team he's with right now?
Of the United States
He's still alive?
was
Yeah.
at Memorial Stadium.
He's old right there.
Where's he at?
He's with the Arizona
I
Diamondbacks
tell you,
organization.
It's a day I'll never forget. The next game, we beat Mike Boddicker. And then
Former
when we
Oriole.
went on to Minnesota, we won a game against Frank Viola. That showed me that this ball club can compete against the best pitchers in the league. So
I
have
like
a
the-
feeling
I like
this
the old
club might
stadiums.
surprise some people.
Yeah.
The guys are
Metrodome.
playing
Yeah.
hard. They're playing gutsy
They're playing
baseball.
hard.
It's great
That
to
doesn't-
see
he doesn't have a
kind of
Baltimore
fresh
accent.
Attitude.
How you got an accent like that and be general manager of the Orioles?
Oh, Renee Gonzalez, number 88.
I had in Boston around the bases
Tight end number.
was pretty interesting.
The stretch. Boggs very shallow at third looking for the
He's
bunt.
giggling at his
There
own
goes
letter.
Gonzalez.
It was pretty interesting.
Tag. Swing. He made it. There goes
Oh, the
Gonzalez.
umpire jacket. Love it.
Throw down to third is wide, and he is safe.
Who overruns third base like that?
Like wide right.
Yeah.
It wasn't as easy as it sounded. Rene Gonzalez has turned a leadoff walk into a triple.
Ring the
With
bell
6
for
stolen
Ripken
bases.
Sr.
He's at third. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second that will score the run, or will it? Here comes a throw
Whoa.
home by Barrett.
Whoa.
He misses the tag. He's safe. He did
He was the
it.
king of sliding outside the base.
Yes.
He's got a
I like
tough
this
job.
scene, like that's a real scene. They just happened to be there.
Yeah.
As Gonzalez went and apologized.
And they wash the uniforms in a
Well, they just
flip
throw
top
it in,
washer.
Yeah.
smack the lid, good to go.
Right. I've got the same washing machine.
Some more involved there.
Here comes Anderson. The throw by Gladden is not in time. The throw back to first, but Finley is safe.
Of course Finley's safe. Finley's great.
Finley's always safe. Look at that standing straight up stance.
I always like, and tight, the bat was always tight to him.
Yep.
Gal is around third, being waved in. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. Gal has scored. Tentleton a 2-run single. The Orioles ahead 4-1.
2 down. And now the pinch hitter, Albert D. Newman.
Did he say Alfred E. Newman?
Able to make Newman worry. The pitch lined into center. Brady to his left. He has got it, and the ball game is over.
All right, first place.
The next day featured one of the very best pitching performances of the season. A cool,
Bob Malachy.
brisk day.
Bob Malachy, for the record, 1989 was by far his best year. He threw 240 innings that year, by far his best year.
Do you know where he ended his career?
I don't know.
In Japan with the Kanetsu Buffaloes. Same team as Jim Traber. I hope this video gives Jim Traber some love.
Right, he's on this team, right?
Have you looked at Jim Traber's numbers? He deserves no love. What, he's like a career 200 He was better in Japan than he was in America.
Come on, Traber.
2 walks. They have put 5 men on base. 4 have been wiped out in double plays, and the 5th on a
This was a day and age where pitchers actually pitched complete games. Those were the good old days.
They were the good old days. I miss those days.
Malachy is facing his
Malachy?
7th hitter of the day. That is the absolute minimum.
Get him, Malachy.
Right delivery. Curveball grounded first base side. Milligan. He's got it. The ball is over.
Moose Milligan.
And Bob
That's
Malachy
right.
is back.
Before
The Orioles
Musina, there
remain
was
in sole
the Moose
possession of first base.
Mulligan.
The original Moose.
The original Moose,
Still
correct.
standing. Everybody's still applauding the new Orioles. The first place Orioles then headed to the West Coast.
First place Orioles, like that.
In Oakland.
Don't forget that.
Oh, you never forget that Oakland trip?
But was riding
This has got to show Greg
Olson.
Olson, right?
We're going to see some
3
McGuire,
outs
right?
separated the Orioles from a dramatic victory.
They said Frank Robinson never talked.
Easy task.
I don't know if that's true or
At
not.
first, I was kind of surprised they let me go into the 9th, just because of who was coming up, and it was a 2-1 game.
Oh,
Dave
man.
Parker, Dave Henderson, and
McGuire.
Mark McGuire.
Oh,
a
my.
menacing trio.
Spoiler
Faced
alert.
the rookie
He
right-hander
strikes
from
out
Omaha.
all 3 of
Trying
them.
to get out of the inning alive,
Every
basically.
one of them.
Well, that was before Lloyd's
And the
for
2-2
McGuire.
pitch. Curveball, he
Struck him out.
swinging.
That Olson had that nasty curve.
I used to love Greg Olson.
Adrenaline got flowing.
The
Haven't
Orioles
had a closer like him
2-1
since.
last of
Well,
the
again,
ninth.
this is by far his best year.
Yeah.
Swinging and a miss, and another
At an ERA under
beautiful
2.
Curveball. Well, that one was a devastating curveball that came in there and just dropped a foot and a half. 2 down, nobody on.
Who's
One
left?
Big out to go. It is Mark McGuire.
Oh, man.
He looks skinny there.
Yeah, he looks small.
The pitch.
And I bet he has no back acne either.
Strike, 1 call. 1 strike to count the pitch. A fastball. Strike. 2 called. 2 down, nobody
Oh,
out.
McGuire's
2
ticked.
strikes to count to McGuire. It's exactly the same way he pitched Henderson. Came in with a great breaking ball, then came in with a good fastball. 2-1 the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on, last of the 9th.
Come on, Greg.
1 strike of life left.
Get him,
to
get
them.
him, get him.
2-2 pitch.
Oh!
Got him!
Beauty!
3 called. The Orioles have won it.
Greg Olson won Rookie of the Year that year, 89.
Looking at strike 3.
Yep.
And
He was he was in the running for Cy Young too. I think he finished top 5 for Cy Young as well.
He was the first relief pitcher to ever win Rookie of the Year.
Really?
The performance took Greg's dad back
I got
in
an
the
autographed
days
ball
when he was his
from Greg
son's
Olson.
high school coach.
He beat out Dave Johnson for the Rookie of the Year.
We're playing for the state championship. We won 3 in a row.
I think his biggest competition that year was Tom Gordon for the Royals. Does that name ring a bell?
Okay.
You're ready, you feel
Nope.
good. And
1989, I believe Brett Saberhagen won the Cy Young that
Kenny
year.
Rogers had a hit song out at that time called A Blaze of Glory. And he just put his arms around me and he said, Dad, let's go out in a blaze of glory. And that was, my 4th state championship and his last ball game in high school. So that was a very touching moment for me. And in fact, that was a hit song and I still remember that very, very vividly.
Let's go out
In a blaze of glory. Greg Olson, he's currently a scout with the San Diego Padres.
Is he?
Yes. At least according to Wikipedia.
We should get him on the podcast.
Absolutely. We should get him on the Section 236 show.
That would be my 9-year-old self's dream come true.
Greg Olson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Thing in your basement?
After that win,
I'm gonna
the
work
Orioles
on that.
dropped 3 in a row for the first time.
Oh, 3 in a row? What's a bunch of
in
bums?
the Seattle Kingdome that last day of April.
Oh,
It's all right. It's
Kingdome.
all right. I'll turn around. I'll turn around.
In the 8th.
Kingdome, that's an old 80s stadium.
There's a good mustache. What was that, Dave Johnson? It's a good mustache.
Kettleton hits it well to right field. He drilled this ball. That's going to be out.
That's Brooks Robinson in the announcer's booth there.
So he throws him a fastball, and the Orioles lead 4-3.
Not that, the other
Jeff
guy.
Ballard earned the win to become the first Oriole ever to go 5-0 in April. The month was over, and the Baltimore Orioles were tied for first place. What a different April. The club slumped briefly in early May.
Look at those
but
reporters. They're all over it.
Robinson was not phased.
Where's Rock Kubaka when you need him?
Good sound, solid defense.
Frank is not
play good
phased.
Fundamental baseball.
Well, I like that
and get
Frank's
some time
doing
to
his
hit it.
press conferences from his
I think
desk.
we can get back in this thing. I think we can catch fire.
Great balls of fire.
Frank getting me pumped up.
Drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love.
Kevin Hickey, ring the bell.
You came along.
Oh, not the wave.
Oh, stop.
Come on, we all hate the wave.
That Oriole bird had some frizzy hair.
Yeah, he did. Frazzy is good. I like that.
I don't know if that's a real word.
That's the second time they showed Rene Gonzalez with that slide.
Whispering secrets.
You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. That you my nails and not quit all my guns. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby.
Oh,
Oops.
ball girl.
That's what you want to see.
It's just great balls of fire.
As long as it's just the ball girl making mistakes, it can work in the highlight video.
Beautiful.
A lot of Billy.
Billy Cow connection.
There we go,
Billy Cow. He never touched second base.
Is that Craig Worthington?
Yeah. That was Traber, right?
Yeah, 28.
Come on, Traver.
Come on, Traver. Oh, I heart Brady too.
Oh, join the club. Get in line, buddy.
Hold me, baby.
Fair ball, fair ball.
Who's that, Mark Reynolds?
Ring the bell. Oh, look at those beautiful Royals uniforms.
I like
Baby
what-
blue.
Baby Blues.
Johnny Oates, ring the bell.
Was distracted, his pants were so high.
At least he didn't have his hands down him.
Hey-o.
Oh, that was nice.
In late May, the Orioles compiled their first true winning streak. It lasted 5 games. A heartbreaker snap on a
five-game winning
Sunday
streak.
afternoon in Cleveland.
I'll take that.
When the year before you lose 21 in a row to start the season, you take 5 games.
Most impressive again, pitched 8+ innings, but had nothing to show for his
That was
effort.
80s
In the bottom of
Indians
the ninth,
uniforms
reliever
and
Mark
Indian
Williamson
Stadium.
faced the imposing Joe Carter, a slugger.
I like
who
those
would
old
end up the year with
uniforms.
35 home runs.
2 outs. Fermin is
Joe
at third.
Carter.
No score. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning as Carter steps in.
Didn't he play for us for a little while too?
No.
Joe Carter?
No.
I don't think so.
Blue Jays, he didn't play for us.
The competition did not let up even a little bit. The next
Man
day,
down.
future
Oh,
Hall of
Nolan
Famer
Ryan.
Nolan Ryan, a National Leaguer the last 10 years, returned to Baltimore.
There's
Ryan
that
into his
stance.
windup and the 1-1 pitch. There's a
Go
high
on.
drive deep in the right center field. This one is really hit well and gone. Number 12 for Mickey Tettleton. He
How about
hit it
those-
against Ryan.
Those bleachers were actual
1-0
bleachers.
Yeah.
Remember
Ryan into
watching
his
games in
windup, the
there?
pitch. Fastball. There's a long high drive. Tell it goodbye. Into right center. Gone.
We always played well against Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan was a... I said Nolan Reinbold. I meant Nolan Ryan's a bum. Nolan Reinbold's a bum, too.
Our heroes, ready for Ryan, launched the club's longest winning streak of the year.
This club is gelling. We've been in first
Oh,
place.
Kevin Hickey.
Rest in peace.
And now we're putting streaks together. We won 5 in a row.
With the
lost a
stash.
tough one to Cleveland.
Another guy
and then
who
won
his
8
only
more.
year with a ERA under
That
3
streak
was
climaxed
this
on
89
June
season.
5th in
Another
New
guy.
York.
One
You
good
know,
year.
he had like an aneurysm or something. He was in a coma for almost a month before he died.
He got a fat pitch.
Hey, Jim Traber.
Traber.
Oh, of course he pops out.
Whoa! That's the only way Traber's getting the first base.
That's terrible. How does that happen in Major League Baseball?
Because you're the Yankees.
In their home stadium.
The Yankees. Look how skinny Steve Finley is. Little chicken. What a little guy.
Little guy with power. Grand slam.
Correct.
Nice.
We've had a
Against the
change in
Yankees,
ownership.
love it.
The new ownership is led by Eli Jacobs, but he has said the philosophy will not change. Larry Lucchino and Rowan Heeman have set a clear strategy: pitching, defense, and youth, and it's working. Of course, some timely power is helping too. Mickey Tettleton has come out of nowhere.
The Orioles
He's been
always have
busting
good
his
ownership
tail,
that lead the
pumping
way.
iron and working with Tommy McCraw.
Good to see.
Did Frank Robinson like make these guys write letters home throughout the season?
I really like to think these are real letters.
Had already hit more
It's before
home runs
email.
by the end of May.
The 2012 video should have texting, just people texting home.
Since York,
And it could be like House of Cards where it little pops up on the screen.
Exactly.
While you're
Eating
texting.
Fruit Loops. And I know that sounds really corny and he'll kill me if he knows.
Well, that reminds me.
I fed him Fruit Loops and he was
Got us some
eating
Fruit
it.
Loops.
Oh, are they the same as Mickey ate?
Pass them down.
Because Mickey's were, I'm sure, were laced with steroids to hit all those home runs.
And then I said, why
That's
don't you
what
go back to
McGuire
eating
should
Fruit
just
Loops?
go to
So I
Fruit
went and bought
Loops.
like 2 of the biggest boxes I could find.
Maybe some Fruit Loops for Nelson Cruz this year.
Fastball is hit deep to right center field.
Thanks, buddy.
It's gone. Remember, kids, eat your Fruit Loops.
Eat your
right.
Fruit Loops, boys and girls.
Just follow my nose.
Actually, they're a real sugary breakfast, so it's probably not
His
good
heroics
advice.
gave new life to
In
an old
reality.
baseball tune originally written.
I remember
for
Bert used to
another
take Fruit Loop
slugger named
boxes to
Mickey.
the Oriole games.
Well, look, I just threw a Fruit Loop box.
Yeah, this song is about Mickey Mantle, but Mickey Tattleton was named after Mickey Mantle. They're both from Oklahoma.
Was that true? I didn't know that.
That's true.
Well, Mickey Tattleton was no Mickey Mantle.
No, of course not.
Mickey who?
He's a good singer, though.
Yeah.
If I don't make a hit with him, my heart will break in two. I wish that I could catch him and pitch a little woo.
How did Fruit Loops never hop on this bandwagon and push this as like the cereal of baseball players or something?
Probably because he wasn't really that good.
I don't know. I would love someone to make a song out of me. I could die happy if someone would make a song out of for my name.
I think there's a song about Matthew somewhere.
No, about me, Bert.
It was a big series. New York was in second place. This was their chance to gain
Stankies.
ground. The Orioles won the opener of the
I like the
three-game
music.
series and then played a tight one.
Oh,
It
look,
moved
I could
to the
see that
ninth
mustache
inning with
from
the
here.
home team clinging to a 1-0 lead. A heavy fog began rolling
Now,
in from left field.
How did they
The
play in
bullpen
this
tried
fog?
to
I don't
get
get.
another
They would
outstanding
never
effort
do
by
this
Bob
nowadays. In
No,
baseball.
I don't think
It was
so.
an
Look at
eerie
that.
sight.
It looks like a bomb
The
exploded.
Yanks put the tie and lead runs on.
Beautiful mustache.
That was a beautiful mustache.
The plot
Another one, Ken
and the
Phelps.
fog thickened.
Yeah.
The
But they're all boy
outfield
mustaches compared to Don Mattingly's
and a
mustache.
very
Yeah.
heavy fog. 1-0 Orioles, top of the ninth, bases loaded. The pitch, swinging a high fly ball. It is disappeared.
Oh, no.
Bradley knows where it is. He doesn't
Oh
know where it
my.
is.
Phil Bradley.
It's going back. Where is it?
See, I wish this would happen nowadays.
Barfield scores.
Well, every time I missed the fly ball in church league softball, I would blame it on the fog. The old, it was the fog. I couldn't see the ball because of the fog.
Another tough break for Bob Malachy and the Orioles. The next night, in another tight battle, the Yanks led 2-1 in the bottom of the eighth. McCullers pitches, swinging a roller into
That's
right
Traber.
base hit.
RBI single.
All right, Traber.
Come on, Traber.
It's all tied up.
Traber with a career batting average of 220.
With runners on first and second, the batter was Rene Gonzalez, who had entered the game in the top of the 10th. 2-2 game, bottom of inning
Did he
number
say the
10.
fabulous
Here's the
Rene
standing.
Gonzalez?
With a chance to win it. And here's the pitch. There's a
Or I might have just wanted to hear that.
Let's see how he runs the bases.
And
Nothing showing.
the Orioles have won it.
I'm so glad we don't watch VHS tapes anymore.
Fix the tracking,
The Orioles'
please.
heroes was increasing. And when the
Oh,
defending
Billy.
American League champion Oakland A's came to
Jay
town
Tibbs?
next, another star was born.
Oh,
Mickey
not Jay
Weston,
Tibbs.
a 28-year-old.
I don't know if we can call Mitchie Weston a star.
Where's Mickey Weston now?
He started the season at Rochester, then got the call. The Orioles led 3-2.
Elrod Hendricks, ring the bell.
Weston's task in his major league debut was
Bro,
to
you're all
save
over these
Dave
dead
Schmidt's
guys.
win. The bullpen will be ready, but for now, the ball belongs to Mickey Weston. The 1-1 pitch. Little bouncer back toward the mat.
Bounce over Mickey Weston's head. Billy Rippon tries to charge it. Nice.
Billy, Josh's boy.
This tape really makes Billy look good.
This should be renamed the Billy Ripken highlight reel.
Yeah.
For the record, Mickey Weston has a career ERA of over 7. So,
Just
enjoy it.
that up.
No, it's true.
I remember Home Team Sports commercials using that clip multiple times for network commercials.
Oh yeah, it's
Once
comparable
again,
to Manny's
Mark
play
McGwire
last year.
stood between an
Yeah.
Orioles rookie reliever and a dramatic save.
Oh, there goes pre-Roy's McGuire again.
It's the only time I'll ever compare Billy and Manny.
Well, actually, this is 89. This was like mid-Roids, right? This was Bash Brothers era, right?
No, I think this is a little prior.
They had just been in the World Series the year before.
Yeah, but I don't think even Canseco found Roids yet. I think it was like the early 90s.
Mickey Weston just got the save. It was the first and only save of his career.
It's that boy.
Fact.
He made a good point, John Miller right there. The A's were the defending American League champions, and with this series, in 89, the Orioles ended up leading the season series against the AL champions 5-3. That's pretty good.
I hope we do it this year.
American League team to face the new Orioles.
We'll do that against the Sox.
Town at the end of June. The Toronto Blue Jays had won only 12 of their first 36 games. But since then, under new manager
Cito
Cito
Gaston.
Gaston,
Boo!
Cito sucks!
Wills delivers, the runners go, the ball is hit high and deep in the left field. This one is really hit. Bell is back, and that one is gone!
We really did, as kids, really hate Cito Gaston.
Oh, of course.
He was a jerk.
12 to 3.
You know, as much as we hold a good place in our heart from Memorial Stadium, it's really kind of crappy in this video.
Yeah.
There's a long high drive deep in the right field. Felix is back. He looks up, and there she goes!
Look at how the outfield seats couldn't even get close to the field.
No. They're like way behind the fence, the home run fence even.
After winning the slugfest in Game 1, they won a pitcher's duel in Game 2. One out, nobody on. The game tied 1-2.
Pitcher's duel.
It's the count. There's a high drive deep in the left center field. This one is hit very deep. Mosby back, and it's gone! A home run!
Lloyd Mosby.
I like the old advertisements.
Yeah.
The Orioles' success in the first
Still
half
nobody wearing
started with
Orioles
the
gear in the
baseball.
seats.
No.
Who were these guys who held a 5.5-game lead at the All-Star break?
Hey, Renee.
You know, fans, no pitchers have had more
Oh,
fun
Mel Allen.
than Baltimore's outstanding crop of youngsters.
Every Saturday morning.
Only thing is, not many know who they are. Best known as
Because they were
probably
bums.
Greg Olson, who broke the league's rookie record with 24 saves.
Is This Week in Baseball still on?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Because this was
He's
kind of,
only
this
one
was also
pitcher.
like
What about the
pre-ESPN,
starting
right?
rotation that has 3 rookies?
Or
Fans
early
may not be
ESPN.
able to name them, but rival teams in the American League certainly can, can't they?
Now that you think of it, probably not. Let me think.
Look at that gorgeous Brewers
I love
Brewers
that.
uniforms.
Malicki.
He said Malicki.
Oh, you're getting me now.
The Orioles get no respect on this place.
Ballard. We got 3.
What about Dave Johnson?
Dave Johnson hasn't even come up yet.
No love for Dave Johnson.
He's still in the minors.
No,
Hey,
he's
the
not.
crime dog.
Pete Harnish. Bob Malicki.
He knows him.
Where's Dave Johnson?
They,
He doesn't come up till August.
He's
Get
up!
of yourself.
Is that 4? Okay. Thanks. Sorry, Pete. Got the last. No question. No idea.
Mookie Wilson.
If I try.
That's a good name.
You know, the band Pearl Jam, their original name as a band was Mookie Wilson, and they had to change it.
Help me out.
Weird.
If opposing hitters can't name the Orioles starters, can a pitcher?
Jay Ballard, Harnish, Johnson,
Hey!
Malicki.
There's Johnson.
Nice try, but it's Jeff Ballard, not
Oh.
Jay.
Oh, Jay Ballard.
Wow. Over the last 2 months.
Jay Ballard.
Oh, more letters. Mike
Yeah.
Devereaux.
I like that he's just sitting out in the bleachers, cheap seats.
We're on top right now.
That's
but
what you
we're
do on
battling
off
against the
days.
Angels this weekend. They're leading the American League West.
I want to see him post some Instagram photos.
Go to the Angels this weekend.
Ready they were.
This is basically them tweeting.
This weekend.
The Angels scored first.
I'll be
and the
making
Orioles
love to
tied it
my
in the
man.
second.
You want a
The
little of that
Angels scored
music?
2 in the third. The Orioles tied it with runs in the third and fourth. But then the Angels broke loose with 4 unanswered runs and led 7-3 after 6.5. But the sign said it all. In the last of the 7th, Steve Finley made it 7-4. And with 2 men on, Frank Robinson asked Joe Orsulak to pinch hit.
Slack.
Now the fans are really getting into it here at the stadium as the right-hander comes to the belt. There's the pitch. There's a shot at fair ball. This
I like Joe.
Everyone likes Joe Orsulak. Everyone likes Slack.
I love him on the radio.
The ball gets away from Armas. Orsulak is on his way to third. Here's the throw.
Look at that haircut.
Triple. Head first slide, getting dirty. That's a mullet. That's a mullet.
He drives in 2 runs to make it a 7-6
Nose gear.
ball game.
Gorgeous haircut.
Sign again. 1 out in the 9th. Orioles down by 2. Larry Sheets was the
Look
hitter.
at how thin Larry Sheets looks. I always remember him being heavy.
I'm impressed you went right to the thinness and not to the mustache. That's good, Bert.
Hey, I'm trying to work past that addiction.
There's a line drive and a base hit to right center field. Templeton comes in.
What a hit. With the bases loaded.
Being waved in. He scores.
The comeback, kids.
And the crowd goes wild.
That brought up Mike Devereaux.
Oh boy, I know it's coming.
Or as I like to call him, Mike Deverox.
He does rock.
All right, now come on, give me a good piece.
Ooh, I like the internal dialogue.
You know
Inner
what's,
dialogue.
you know what's missing from the 89 year?
Oh man. Stay fair, stay fair.
Come on, stay fair.
Stay fair,
Stay fair! Stay fair!
Yeah, all right.
Thought I'd bring the horn in.
I like the siren, yeah.
You mean they didn't do that in 89?
The only question, fair or foul?
No.
Fair, fair, fair.
Fair by maybe a foot. Devereaux being
Good thing there was a replay.
Over
Well, I think it was fair even with the replay.
And the Orioles have come up with maybe their biggest victory of the year.
Sweet.
The next
You're
day
right.
featured
There are
another
no Orioles
seesaw
gear.
battle. 1-0 Angels, 2-1 Orioles, 2-2 in the 9th, and then on to the 10th and to the 11th it went.
Oh,
A
extra
leadoff
innings.
walk to Cal Ripken.
We know about those
brought
extra
up
innings.
Mickey Tettleton.
2-2 game, bottom of the 11th inning.
Willie Frazier.
2-2 pitch on the way. Bouncing ball, a fair ball inside the bag at first. That ball is rolling down the right field line. It is untouched. And here around third, here comes Cal. He is being waved in. Here comes the throw. Too late. The Orioles have won it again.
Lance Parrish. I got a baseball from him one time. It might have been this series.
Highly doubtful.
Hey, it's
but
free
possibly.
free hat day.
This was no ordinary Cinderella story. This
Used to
team
love
was
those
the
old hats.
Ultra Phenomenon. A club which had lost 107
Ultra
games
Phenomenon.
the year before was on a rampage. They were
No one
leading
could
the
do
American
it.
League East with a 7.5 game cushion. As it
Nice.
turns out, they would need
Easy
every bit of
pickings.
it. The
Uh-oh.
Orioles took their show on the road, and for the first time all year, they went into a long, long slump.
Uh-oh.
8 in a
In the
row.
last game of the
That
trip,
sucks.
the Orioles faced
know
the
about
sad
losing.
prospect of losing the first-place foothold enjoyed since May 26th. That likelihood soared when the second-place Red Sox, themselves
David
winners
Ortiz?
of 5 straight,
Just
took
kidding.
a commanding
I know he wasn't.
6-0 lead.
I'm glad.
Just kidding, guys.
just so in case you were wondering.
These were the unpredictable Orioles of 1989.
Don't count our Orioles out.
Drive deep into left center field. This one has a chance. Back to the wall.
The deepest part of the ballpark?
Over the
It
monster.
is 6
They do that in Boston, too?
Head up the middle.
For the opponent?
Even away games,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter where it is. Yep.
And it is
Billy diving into first.
I love the head first dives. Unless you're Brian Roberts.
I was going to say, you hate the head first.
Field a base hit, and it is 6-3. So they have cut the Boston lead right in half.
Nice.
Runners on first and second with one away.
And this is when Boston wasn't the evil team we hated so much, you know?
Now I got it. 3-1 count.
Oh, Randy
That's what's
Milligan.
all over the plate, Randy. Get
Listen
your
to this,
head out.
guys.
What's he
Wait
thinking?
for it.
What's he thinking?
Oh, yeah, I got a good part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, wait, it gets better.
Going back.
Evans backing up at the warning track. At
Oh,
the
yeah.
wall. Wave it bye-bye.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Take it on home.
That's what every player says when they hit a home run. Yeah, boy!
All right, forget the siren. I need that yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, boy.
Delivers as Bradley runs and count. Drives one into right
One more
center
time.
field into the
Yeah, boy.
Bounces against the bullpen wall. Bradley flies around third. He scores a stand-up double for Cal Ripken, and the Orioles have come all the way.
I like
back
those uniforms
and
with the
taken
black
lead.
script
7-6
for the at
Orioles.
least the road uniforms, you know.
A spectacular
But I like it better now. It says Baltimore.
Yeah, I like
they
Baltimore.
look nice, but I
The
prefer
Orioles
Baltimore.
returned from
Absolutely.
their grueling road trip,
Rep
ready
Baltimore.
for an August laden with home games. 17.
Look
of
at the
next
lines
20
to get
games
into
will be
Memorial
played
Stadium.
before their fantastic fans who were pouring
I haven't
out
seen a
in
line
record
that long
numbers.
since FanFest this year.
Texas came in.
You gotta
This
be there.
time with former White Sox star and St. Michael's native Harold
Hey,
Baines.
Eastern Shore represent.
I ain't signing no schedule.
Schedule.
Right, is he still over on the shore?
I don't know if he's in St. Michael's. Haven't seen him.
Back to the warning track, all the way back to the wall. He jumps.
Oh, that's special.
Beautiful.
Into the wall, but he hangs on to
But
it.
can you do it while blowing a bubble? Not impressed. Blow a
On
bubble
the
and do it.
mound, once again was Nolan Ryan. 2-0.
Easy
the
pickings
Orioles are
again.
out Front. Worthington.
You know,
hitting
Nolan
seventh in the
Ryan
order.
lost
Ryan to
all
the
3 of
plate.
his
And that
starts
was
against the
hit
Orioles
deep
in
down the left field
1989.
line. High in the
Oh,
air,
you
into the
just
corner.
spoiled
Is it
what
fair or
this
foul?
highlight is.
It is a home run.
Going.
Those are the
Number
same
10 for
foul poles
Worthington.
that are in Camden Yards.
3-0
Good
Orioles.
point. That's
They
true.
moved them over from Memorial
It was
Stadium.
closer the next day when the Rangers led 2-1 in the bottom
Isn't
of the
home
ninth.
plate the same too, or
Keith
something?
Moreland,
Or
acquired
it
for the
used to be.
Tigers,
I don't
to
know.
aid the offense down the
No,
stretch.
they got to replace
came
home
back.
plate or else it'll be all dented
One
up.
out, ripped
All
it
right,
first
well,
here in the ninth.
symbolically, I think
2-1
they moved
Texas
it.
ahead. It comes. Swinging a drive in the right center field. Going back Sierra. Still going back. Back to the warning track to the wall.
Oh!
Who was that? Nelson Cruz out there?
And we'll stop there.
That guy was actually closer than Nelson
That's
Cruz.
true.
though.
That's true.
Now, Milligan coming up.
Hey, there's a guy in an Orioles shirt.
Yes, nice, represent.
Brady Anderson
Just
is
in front of the
going
tank top
in
guy.
second in place
Right,
of Moreland,
and the guy with no
representing the
shirt.
possible winning run.
Is that
The pitch.
Rick Sutcliffe
Curveball
pitching?
looped into center field. Base hit.
You just think any guy in a beard is Rick
Any skinny beard guy is Rick. It was Rick
He
Sutcliffe.
pitched for the Rangers, right?
He did.
So that could be him, number 40?
No, it's not him.
No.
The tying run has scored. It's 2-2.
Lots
On
of
to
guys with their
extra
shirts
innings.
off. I always
Yeah,
find
yeah.
that. I always find that odd.
Because there wasn't Orioles gear back then. I think you guys make a good point. There's no O's gears. There's no OBP. Where's OBP?
A fly ball hit to left field, heading for the corner. It may be.
Where's ball so hard?
It's in the seats. It's a home run. Devereaux has won it in the bottom of
Man, Devereaux was like the best player on our team.
Next to Cal Ripken, but yeah. It was a bunch of bums. Like, look at the roster. It's a bunch of bums who had one good year.
Oh, there's your boy.
Dave
A
Johnson.
Baltimore native, an Overly
High School.
graduate, a Middle River truck driver living in a trailer park. He's a career minor leaguer whose total major league experience consisted of a cup of coffee in Pittsburgh. To beef
Look at that mustache.
I hope Steve grows that mustache.
Roland
He
Heeman
should be
selected
grow it for his
this
dad.
guy.
For the
There
record,
he was.
Dave Johnson was a rookie at 29 years old, which is impressive. He had 2 years of ERAs under 7, so he wasn't exactly a stud.
You know, when this is
But we love
happening,
Dave Johnson.
But this
When-
first game was awesome.
Yes, his first game was great, just like Steve Johnson's first game was great. I was there for Steve Johnson's first game, but not Dave Johnson's first
when
game.
Dave Johnson is pitching this game right here in 1989, his son Steve Johnson is 2 years old.
That's crazy.
So Steve's living in the trailer park at this time?
Probably. He's sleeping in one of those back bedrooms of a trailer.
Right, like he's up above the bed.
Teammates, he goes all the way.
Larry Sheets.
In his first ever start at Memorial Stadium, and all of a sudden...
Who would have thought Dave Johnson, 15 years later, reading Mars ads and doing a great job at it?
Well, I laugh, but I love his Mars
How
ads.
do you do it? It's fantastic.
Everybody standing. The Orioles with a chance to make it a 2.5 game margin again in the East. Listen to the crowd.
The crowd loves Dave Johnson.
Everyone loves Dave Johnson.
Half the people in that stadium were from Middle River.
That's right.
Dave Johnson accepting the congratulatory
He also has
handshakes of his
spreads
teammates.
his fingers like super wide for his handshakes. He's like,
I feel like in '89 they high-fived. I like how they high-five whenever they give high-fives. I feel like we don't high-five anymore really well. We do like the bump, but we really don't do good high-fives.
what's the disc he gave Dave Johnson?
Some kind of whoopee cushion or
It's
something.
like a frisbee.
Was that a giveaway that day or something? Here, I got you the last Orioles frisbee.
Craig Worthington. If he's an Oriole, he
Oh, it's about
must be
time we got to
Perhaps
Craig
the
Worthington.
best third base Orioles fans had seen since you know who.
Since you know who. I believe they're talking about Ray Knight, who played there in 1987.
One run
Right, right.
through 9 innings.
He's the greatest third baseman we had since last year.
Since Ray Knight.
Are they really comparing Craig Worthington to Brooks?
No,
Was that Tiger Stadium?
It was a misspeak.
Yeah,
Look at that old Tiger Stadium.
That's a cool looking stadium.
4-1 Orioles.
Get it up and let it fly. That time deep.
That's
into
Brooks.
The right field.
That's Brooks.
Yeah,
that is
Brooks.
Brooks.
Yeah.
Worthington.
That was also the first bullpen committee night when Frank Robinson used Brian Holton, Mark Thurmond, and Dave Schmidt for 3 innings apiece.
Is that like closer by committee?
No, that's like nowadays. That's normal baseball nowadays.
Interesting tidbit about Mark Thurmond. He was never put on the disabled list throughout his entire career.
How long was his career?
He put on Cal Ripken.
1983 to 1990, 7 years never being put on the DL.
That's a pointless, useless stat. Thanks for that, Bert.
Now we've got Toronto coming
more
in.
letters.
They're in
Randy
second
Milligan's
place
writing a letter too?
and a game and a
Did they
half
not let
behind.
Cal Ripken
And
write a
they've
letter?
won 7
I don't
of
know.
their
OBP
last
could have
10.
had some fun with a
Who's
Randy
gonna be
Milligan
today's
shirt.
hero?
How
The
so?
answer, Randy, was a fleet
I don't
gifted
know.
outfielder.
Milligan's
The
just a
Orioles
fun
flight
name.
from the Yankees
Hey,
in a
before he
trade
hits,
deal.
you guys mind if I step out for a minute?
Yeah, you want to pause?
Bathroom break?
Yeah, bathroom break. Can we
Can
do
we
a bathroom break?
Can we do intermission?
Yes, intermission.
All right, let's just pause the movie.
Way back.
See if you can fix the tracking while
All
we're.
right, I'll adjust it.
By the way, that was a home run, boys and girls.
We'll find. I don't know. I can't wait to find out if that's a home run or
Well,
not.
no, it's already in the fan. I can see the fan reaching out.
Is that Jeffrey Mayer?
Jeffrey Mayer style reaching out over this.
All right, I might as well go to the bathroom too. Let me out.
Jeffrey Mayer's up there, not down there.
Oh, Jeffrey Mayer style.
There he is. All right, let's go.
This is terrible. It's awful nice of the theater to pause the movie for us.
Well, we did admit we're in Josh's basement.
That's
Go to
true.
the bathroom. Throw up our logo.
Section 336.com. Buckle up, birds, be ready to ride. Your host, Matt Josh and Bird, are ready to fly. Baltimore's best, Section 336, the #1 sports broadcast. Get your fix. What's the news? Let's talk about Buck. Our favorite
Hold on, don't throw
Orioles.
it down.
What's the latest lineup? Home runs and stolen bases. This is a trip. Stay tuned in at 336.
Let me through.
Okay, hand check, hand
Let me
check.
through.
That is not my cell phone. Okay.
All right, let's get started.
Where were we?
That was weird all going together to the bathroom.
Yeah, like a bunch of girls.
Yeah. I wonder if they use the same toilet all at the same time like we do.
I snuck some beers in.
Nice.
You guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
The following presentation is brought to you by...
Sorry, you said
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, I'm sorry.
just a habit.
And you can wave it bye-bye. Stanley Jefferson, a 3-run home run. And the
Stanley
Orioles
who?
are ahead
Stan
5-1.
Jefferson. He
Will
joined the
Moore crossed the
NYPD
plate
after
in
his
an
baseball
8-run
career, and
inning
he was
that
actually
held the
there for
Birds
the
to an
September
11-6
11th attacks.
That game also
Where did you come up with this stuff?
It's true, look it up.
team lead.
Where's like the
I'm
expert
so
useless
impressed
facts?
with.
Responding to Diamond Vision.
Can you imagine playing in 1,208 straight games?
I don't know if he'll ever play another one after that.
Check out that hair. He had a lot of hair back then.
I wouldn't call that a lot, but it's hair.
Have you seen him now?
He got a standing ovation for reaching 1,208 games.
That was like third place at the time.
Yeah. Man, he was just getting
But the Orioles'
started.
defense was sharp as
Pete
usual.
Harnish.
One out, and the Blue Jays with a threat.
Hey, he wore number
Fernandez at
42.
second, Melnick's at first.
Can't do that anymore. Is he the last Oriole to wear number 42, Bert?
Interesting, yeah, I don't know.
Rounding third, Fernandez.
I didn't look that up. Good catch, Josh.
I lost my hat in the bathroom, just realized.
And the 2-2 delivery. Drive left center field.
Remind me to find that after the movie.
You know, the
Nice catch.
The Orioles led the majors that year in least amount of errors.
Bradley in left center field.
Only, I think it was 69.
Look at this. You know that's gotta hurt landing on the warning track like that.
Was that wrist?
Yeah, that's old school warning track. That's not cork.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
I mean, they weren't the 2013 Orioles. We had like 54 errors, but pretty good
Nice.
defense.
Down the left field line. This
He
one
turned
could
on
be
that.
if it's a fair ball. It is. It's
A little
a
sneaky down the line.
home run by Mike Devereaux, directly down the left field line. Sheets scores. Here comes Devereaux.
Sheets
and the Orioles
scores.
Sheets.
are ahead 4-0.
Ben Sheets, another great baseball name.
You mean
And the pitching
Larry
from
Sheets?
Pete
Oh,
Harnish
Larry
to Mark
Sheets.
Thurmond
Isn't he
was
Larry
at
Sheets?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting amped for Ben McDonald, who's about to appear. I know Ben McDonald comes at the end of the year, so I'm pumped about Ben McDonald.
Oh, who's this?
Pete.
Pete Harnish writing
Great
home.
to work with, but the real secret is a great defense. It feels so good to know you can challenge a guy, and if he hits it well, your guys are going to be there. The club is the best defense I could imagine. We might set a major league record. They're running
Why
down
didn't the
everything.
Orioles do letters in their Buckle Up Birds thing? And cool music.
Or emails at least, something.
This movie's got a great soundtrack. Tom Petty.
Absolutely. And the highlights aren't too bad either.
It was a beautiful day. Sun beating down. Radio guy, John Miller.
John Miller!
What? Nice Walkman headphones.
John Miller was amazing. Uh-oh. GoPro.
Ring the bell. Kevin Hickey.
That Hickey, he caused a lot of bell rings.
He was a big contributor to this team.
Yeah, for 1 year he was a solid reliever.
I like how they add the special effects.
It's like he caught the ball 4 times.
Yeah.
But it only counts for 1 out. Only counts for 1 out.
True.
That's too bad. I feel like they keep showing that same scene.
There was just the same 2 guys bringing that
There
sign every time.
Or maybe a bunch of people. You see
Billy
that?
was hurt there.
I think that was a 1988 shot. I'm a little suspicious of that shot because 1988 he got knocked out. I think maybe that's a year old.
But they didn't wear those uniforms in '88.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 'Cause he got beamed in the head. I remember 1988.
Woo! Nice grab, Worthington. Dude, he dove 3 times there. Look at his
I think
baby blue uniforms.
it's the VHS tape. VHS tape skipping. It's not the.
No, fix that tracking again.
Yeah,
No.
tracking.
No, it's endearing. It's endearing stuttering.
Hey, endearing stuttering. I'm all about the endearing stuttering. What? Wait for it.
Catch it.
Whoa! Hey-o!
Unbelievable.
That's why he's still on the team.
The blooper turned into a highlight. Awesome.
Is that Randy Milligan right home now?
Hot. They've won 15.
They're never letting Cal right home.
I gotta be honest.
I don't think Cal was gonna do
You know,
the cheesy fake letter.
Judging who's who, this may be racist, but for my money, all players with mustaches look the same. If they have a mustache, they look the same.
You know, Cal didn't write home because his dad was in the locker room with him. He didn't need to write home.
Yeah, he passed notes. He just passed notes.
Hey, Dad, I had a good game tonight. Look at those Milwaukee uniforms.
Melvin flashing signs. Ballard says yes. He sets. Here's the pitch.
This is back when the Brewers were still in the American League.
And they were good.
On to Milligan. Side retired.
And they had the sweet MB hats.
Yeah.
That I never knew they were MBs until like last year.
Me neither. Yeah, I just found out about that.
I don't know how that got past me for 33 years.
What? MBs?
The glove with
the logo.
Ball?
Really?
Yeah, it's an M and a B.
Show me the hat.
Milwaukee.
Show me the hat
Brewers.
again.
2 down, 9th inning.
I'll show you after the movie if it doesn't show
A
up.
1-0 pitch. There's a high.
Ballard won 18 games that year.
18?
That's an ace.
Wow.
That's an ace right there.
Chris Tillman can only hope to win 18 games.
Correct.
He was going to win 20 last year until Jim Johnson blew all those saves.
And again, it probably was his only good year, but still.
He lives in Billings, Montana now.
Nice. Again, weird, Bert. Weird.
I'm full of knowledge. It's flowing out of my head.
It's hard to see the MB there, but it's there.
Hey, Davey.
The pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Foul, third base side.
I almost lost my balance there.
It happened.
I was trying to look closer.
Yeah. These aren't legit stadium seating for this theater.
Game 3. Again, airtight defense. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. Swinging a bouncer past the mound towards second. Over to his right, Gonzo. He backhands it, turns.
Gonzo.
Miguel Gonzalez should be called Gonzo more often.
Yeah.
But the Brewers took a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the 7th. Keith Moreland was called upon to pinch hit.
Keith Moreland.
Again, another bum who had one big hit for the Orioles in the perfect season.
Here's a 2-0 pitch. Line drive. A foul ball down the left field line. That ball is heading for the corner, and it is a fair ball.
Beauty. Beauty.
Well placed.
That's going to be an automatic double.
Slack scores. Milligan scores. Larry Sheets
Larry
scores.
Sheets.
Look at that. Keith Moreland in the clutch.
The Orioles have taken a 2-1 lead.
Could the Orioles sweep the Brewers? The hottest club
Yes.
in the league when they
I
arrived
think we
here
can do
3
it.
days
I
earlier.
don't
Show
know.
that MB cap.
Why
I
not?
don't
The
know.
cap.
An expression
Oh, is this
Why
when
not?
Why Not comes up?
Do we get another song?
The entire ballpark rising to its feet.
Look at this.
1-2 the count. Olsen to the plate. Reach for him, bounced to short. Cal over to backhand it.
Oh, you hit the Cal. Listen out.
He waited to the last second to drop his glove down.
Snapped it.
As the summer months
Oh, that's
rolled
when you used to
by,
take
Sweep,
Brewers.
sweep, sweep.
adapted to life along the Chesapeake just
What?
fine.
Crab feast, baby.
Crab
This town is
feast.
really great. The big thing here is the steamed crabs. There's nothing like them in New York. Mark Williamson calls himself an expert, and Dave Johnson should be. He's from around here. After the game the other day, they took us out and tried to show us how to eat them in the bullpen.
Show me how to eat a crab.
All right.
Why in the bullpen? Like they couldn't go to anyone's house or anything?
Because they used to have like crab feasts out in the bullpen. I mean, outside the outfield fence at Memorial Stadium.
I don't think this was about baseball. What is this about crabs?
It seems like picking crabs would be a dangerous thing for a pitcher. You ever like cut your finger eating crabs?
Yeah.
And you gotta throw a curveball the next night?
Yeah, you're asking for a blister or something.
Yeah. Slice your finger open?
He's doing good so far.
He's doing okay.
By the way, how great was Mark Williamson? Love Mark Williamson.
Yeah, he was great for about a year.
Look at that guy. The guy knows how to pick a crab.
You get in here, peel it open.
Oh, is your phone ringing?
Hold up.
Who's calling you?
Don't you have any theater
Hold up.
etiquette?
It's the intern. Let me take
What's
the
he
intern.
want?
Right here, so there's not a lot of meat in them. But
World's Worst Intern. What's going on?
I mean, the little one.
At Josh's house
Come on, we're trying to watch the movie.
with Bert and Josh watching a movie.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Oh, I'm sitting home. I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. Intern. Who gave you my number? Okay, intern. Don't call me anymore.
Come on, hang up. We're getting back to baseball.
I gotta go, intern.
The crab feast is almost over. Mark Williamson just got crab spit in his eye.
Nothing worse than crab spit in the eye. Been there, done that.
It was a trip that started well with 4 victories in 5 games in New York. In one
Ripken
of
to
those
Ripken.
games, Jeff Ballard, the ace of the staff,
18-game
accomplished a
winner.
remarkable feat. Hardly a strikeout pitcher, the southpaw 3 times fanned Yankee superstar Don Mattingly.
Look at that mustache.
Yeah, mustache.
That's a man's
Look at
mustache
it.
right there.
He's
That's a man's mustache.
He struck out Mattingly 3 times in one game?
Can you imagine striking out that stash 3 times?
Look at how frustrated Mattingly is.
He threw the bat.
Now, did he just jump? Did Ballard just jump because he was excited or because he was dodging the bat?
How'd the bat go all the way
Look
over
at he's
there?
mad.
That was...
A lot of people say Michael Jordan is the greatest number 23 that ever lived. I disagree. It's gotta be Donnie Baseball.
Why, he hit 2 home runs.
I'm going to stick with Michael Jordan.
But Michael Jordan never had a stash like Donnie Baseball.
No.
I'll give you that much.
He was the only hitter with the club all season who had not yet gone deep. So,
Aw.
in his concluding game, he delivered. And not just a homer. It was a 3-run shot to keep
Who's he
an
talking
8-5 win.
And it's gone.
In Cleveland, the Orioles
I don't know
dropped
what's
a 3-1
distracted.
Ah, shoot.
I know who that is. That's where we need the intern.
One slim
Intern.
game.
Not really.
I just hung up on him. Crap.
He probably would have known.
You don't want to tell
The
him where my house
7-run
is.
first inning the next night against Greg Swindell supported that theory. But on the last day of the month, the Blue Jays won while the Orioles lost.
Oh, man.
Ballard.
Now tied. Someone had to stop
Poor
this
Jay
beloved
Ballard.
club.
This movie's gonna end on a positive note, though, right?
It's gotta be. They made a whole movie about it.
Yeah, no spoilers. I don't want to know how it ends
Ooh,
yet.
Cito
Jays
sucks.
finally wrested first place from the Orioles' grasp.
Oh!
Many thought the Orioles would
I would
fall
love if
on
the
top
Orioles
first
made a
place.
video sometime
But
of the
little did
Orioles
they know.
winning the
Look at
World
those White
Series.
Sox
September
uniforms.
would be a lesson in tenacity. The
You're a
Orioles
fan of
would
the uniforms,
hang
aren't you,
right with
Bert?
the Blue Jays.
I'm very aesthetic
Their style never
when it
changed.
comes to
And
my
Labor Day
visualization of
against the
things.
Indians featured yet another
Well
hero.
put,
That
Bert.
was
The
the
Orioles
biggest
scored
explanation of
2-4
I like
last
clothes.
of the ninth. Tim Hewlett at the plate. 2-2 pitch. Curveball. There's a drive in the left center field.
Tim Hewlett.
Back goes Carter.
Oh.
Has a chance.
It's gone.
Judging from these replays, I feel like we've hit 500 home runs in this season.
And every play we made was a dive-in catch.
Can we get a bell for Tim Hewlett?
Really?
Not him, but if you'll remember, his 6-year-old son was hit by a car and killed in 1992.
Well, that doesn't deserve. That's just sad. That doesn't deserve a bell.
Oh, I'm depressed for the rest of
The next game was
the
a win.
show.
It was very sad when it happened.
Spectacular play of the year. Cal Ripken was at bat, and Brad Kamensk was the Cleveland center fielder.
Oh, I know what's coming.
Here's Cal. He swings and drives one deep in the left
Brad
center field.
Kamensk.
This one is really
Oh, yeah, look at
a
this.
chance, and this one is caught by
Up and over.
over the wall.
Good job, bro.
Disappeared from sight.
He got it.
Runs out there.
Now, is Brad Kamensk known for anything else other than this play?
It is gonna
But see, if you're him right now, you gotta grab the baseball and hold it up like you caught it. No one knows what goes on behind there.
But I remember back in the 80s, people used to do that all the time. Remember Bo Jackson? Wasn't it Bo Jackson?
He would just
who
climb
ran
it
through into the wall.
Well, he would climb in. He would climb.
He went over. My opinion is he went over on purpose. Watch.
Put his hand on the top of the wall.
And now he could have stopped himself. Put your legs
No,
down.
momentum taking you over.
That's momentum.
But you gotta hold the ball. Where's the ball? He still has the ball.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
That's a catch. That's a catch.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? He caught it
over the fence.
But he caught it inside the fence, then went over the fence.
Yeah, wait, what was the call? Is it out or it's out, right?
First shortstop ever to hit 20
Really
home runs or
All
more.
right, so it is a home run if it goes over the wall.
By the way, Cal Ripken hit 20 home runs 8 straight seasons. Something that Derek Jeter did not do, by the way.
Special moment. Ben McDonald.
Derek Jeter shot.
Boom.
There's Ben.
Oh, LSU.
This is
Another first round draft pick out of LSU.
Another guy we should have on the podcast sometime.
He would make his major league debut.
I'm referring to Kevin Gallsman here.
Yeah, I got
Okay,
you.
good.
Ben McDonald said he loved to wrestle 2 things: alligators and Cal Ripken. He would wrestle Cal Ripken all the time.
We lost me on Cal Ripken.
But he said he had to be careful.
Joe Carter played for the Orioles, by the way.
That was a long time ago. We
Told
discussed
you.
that. That was
Told you.
At the age of 53.
Told you.
Why not?
Didn't disappoint them.
Again, Carter bluffing. Here's a 1-2 delivery. Bouncing ball hit to Cal. Cal to second for 1, and here's the relay. A double play.
Nice.
I love excited umpires.
Ben McDonald looking good. Hey, do you think he was it Masson or WBL got Ben McDonald in the booth last year?
Oh, he was fantastic
awesome.
too.
Yeah, they
He got that Louisiana drawl to his voice. He was fantastic and good insight.
The Ryan Express.
I hope they bring him back.
I do too. Bye bye, Fred Manfred.
The Orioles.
Right field to the corner. Sierra will have to hurry to keep Ripken from scoring. And now Ripken being waved. They got a shot.
Oh, they're sending him? Risky.
I'm so happy for HD, so we can get a nice clear picture of what happens on those plays.
I don't know. This flashing makes it more exciting. It makes it more exciting.
Who knows what's going on?
You gotta watch closely.
I feel like I'm having a seizure.
Well, that's part of it too.
We apologize for any seizures induced by our video.
Here's Flanny. This thing looks
Here's
there
Flanny.
we go.
Flanny,
ring
hit
the bell.
Hit the bell.
when you lose.
Finally, Cal gets to write a letter, though.
Yeah, but he's got to write it to Flanagan. He can't write it to...
And Flanagan is pitching for Toronto at the time. He's writing a letter to the opposition.
Oh, Cal.
No trade secrets.
In fact, only twice in that period did the Blue Jays lose on the same day that the Orioles won.
That's a tight race,
one of
man.
those nights would be September 19th.
Butt smack that he just gave
The
it.
Orioles, 2 games
Jack
out.
Morris, no longer Hall of Fame eligible after this year.
The left-handed hitting.
Unfortunate.
He should be in too.
Morris
It's
at
too
the
bad.
belt.
Morris the
One-shot
cat.
Delivery. Swinging a drive in the right center field.
Oh, maybe he should.
Never mind. After that, yeah.
The ball will roll to the fence. Worthington got around second on his way to third. He's rounding third, being waved home. The ball relayed to Whitaker. Whitaker
Send him!
third instead.
Lou Whitaker.
Scoring is Worthington. Back to second is Quirk safely. 1-0 Orioles.
Oh, it's so fun to hear these old names.
Jamie Quirk.
Position. 1-0 Orioles. 2 down.
That's
Sparky
Sparky
Anderson.
Sparky Anderson.
He's
yeah.
still alive, though, right?
233.
Yeah, I think so.
Is he really? He's got to be 200. There's no way he's still alive. I don't buy
He's got to
that.
be. Burt would know.
I should know.
Left field base hit.
All right, I'm going to pull my phone out in the middle of the theater. I hope you guys don't mind.
After you yelled at me for pulling my phone out to answer a phone call from the intern.
That was the intern.
And as the game ended, the crowd erupted with the news that Boston had gone
Oh,
ahead of
Sparky
Toronto
Anderson
in the
died
10th inning
4
at the
years ago.
Skydome.
Yeah.
But the Jays came back in the 10th to tie. Players watched in the clubhouse.
Shirtless.
As the Red Sox went ahead again.
That's how players do everything, shirtless.
Not to be.
Players watching the clubhouse.
But in the 80s,
Shirtless.
it was shirtless, bald, and with a mustache.
A win for the Orioles, but they could gain no ground.
How hilarious would it have been if John Miller said, players watching the clubhouse, balls, shirtless.
Game lasts only until you're ready to go again. And the sting of the Blue Jays.
That's why they don't let me
healed on
narrate the
exciting
movies.
September 20th.
Correct.
Jeff Ballard, 7-1 in his last 9 starts, and
Wow.
the winningest left-hander in the league. was
Also
in
known as Jay
control.
Ballard.
Meanwhile,
Winningest
the
lefty in the
Mickey
league.
Kevin keyed the offense.
18 wins.
Then, during a break in the middle of the 8th, the crowd received good news.
Uh-oh. Cue the music. The Blue Jays lost.
You see, I thought this was going to have an unhappy ending. This is going to have an happy ending. I like where this is headed. All right. Things are looking up for the Orioles.
I think we have a chance, man. Why not, right?
Why not?
They got killed 10-3.
An Orioles
There's a
win.
couple Orioles shirts.
Toronto loss. And the
There's a
league
guy wearing a
reduced
Memorial
to
Stadium
one.
shirt.
Matt and I used to have that Memorial Stadium shirt.
I had it too, yeah.
But we had it in
A sweater.
sweatshirts.
Yeah, sweatshirt, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't fit
behind
anymore.
Hockey the next night, the Orioles
You were
gained ground
fine.
again. Hewlett is batting .282. Bases loaded. We're ready to go. The pitch on the way.
Fastball lined into center field. That's a base hit. Coming in to score is Milligan. Rounding third is Jefferson. He'll score. Going
Watch
to
him.
third is
Jefferson's
Kirk.
gonna
The throw
dance.
into second.
I should get a Memorial
two-run single
Stadium
for
shirt
Hewlett.
for
2-0.
Camden.
No,
just
not
to
yet.
confuse people.
Hewlett had 15 RBIs in 26 games. And in his best...
Now whose phone's ringing?
Intern again?
No, it's Brooke.
Bases loaded after joining the ball club August 23rd.
Did you hear that stat?
Scrappy play
What was the stat?
Tim Hewlett was 5 for 5 with the bases loaded since joining the club. That's a guy you want up with the bases loaded.
Double play ball.
He's going for
Here's the pitch.
66?
Swinging a little bouncy ball to Ben Mattingly. There's a play at the plate, and it is too
Oh!
late.
Get a slide!
Get it! Yeah!
As they missed the tag.
Safe again! Missed the tag! What a bunch of bums!
In the last 19 starts made by Jeff Ballard and Bob Melak.
Can't even make a tag. What's wrong with you?
The
Terrible.
last scheduled home game of the year was Sunday, September
Line up and get your
24th.
tickets! This is before you can get it right on your phone,
That
right?
could only be
Yeah.
understood by those who experienced.
Well, this is where you can get it. This is the time you get it from a guy on the
In a
street
gesture
corner.
of gratitude
Yeah.
to these
For a good
amazing
deal.
fans,
Oh, look at
the
this.
Orioles gave
Man,
them
shirts
the
off my
shirts
back.
their back.
Oh, why do they gotta be wearing undershirts?
The game itself,
Because they knew
a
they were
loss,
giving the shirts out.
coupled with a Toronto loss, meant the
Frank,
Orioles
a man
were
of
still
few
one
words.
game back with a week to go.
We couldn't catch a
And only
break
3
when, like,
games
the
until
Blue
a
Jays would
potential
lose, we
showdown
would lose
in
too.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Well, Flanny, I guess we're headed for a showdown. And just remember, the pressure's all on you guys. Your club was the one picked to win this thing, not us. We were barely picked to come in 7th.
What? Now
If
what?
it comes down to the weekend, it'll be
That's
just
not-
like
that's
the
not
World
me.
Series of 1982. And we both remember how exciting that was.
In Milwaukee, the Orioles won
Here
on
it is.
Monday night. The Blue Jays
No.
won also. This ensured that the race could not be decided before the weekend in Toronto. Both clubs lost Tuesday.
Look at those
Both
Brewers
won
uniforms,
Wednesday.
pinstripes
Mickey Tettleton
in
provided
Milwaukee.
game-winning
They're
hits,
home unis.
providing
I
the
wish you
Orioles
would
with
just
their
get over the
margin of
uniforms.
victory.
Can we just enjoy the
So,
baseball?
here it was.
Can't I just enjoy the
Orioles
aesthetics?
trailed by
Yeah,
one.
well, you enjoy the aesthetics.
Queen
Let's move
to
on.
play.
I just like saying
The
aesthetics.
championship of the season to be determined in one final head-to-head series.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Do we need
Oh,
another?
they made
Oh,
billboards
what a
for it?
It was a
weekend.
major event. Fans from
You're telling
Birdland
me.
flocked to Canada.
Matt,
The
you
media
need another
descended
bathroom
upon the
stop before this final
beautiful
weekend?
21st
I don't. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
It's been a weekend that gives a lot of meaning
Nice
to this
comb over.
advertising slogan. These are exciting times. These are extraordinarily exciting times.
A win
You sound
in the
very
first
excited.
game would tie the Orioles for first place. A loss meant they'd have to win the next 2 to end up in a
We'll
tie.
be all right. Just put in
If
Ballard.
there was a tie,
Yeah.
it would be played back in Baltimore on Monday afternoon.
Well, that's okay. Pete
The game
Harner's
was
going
about
to
to
pitch. Oh,
begin.
ring the bell, Johnny
Bill
Oates.
Bradley, whose stated goal
And
in life
Calvin
this
Senior.
season
That's 2.
was simply to
Back to
play
back.
for a winning team, was now playing for higher stakes, and he was ready.
The first pitch of the night from Toronto. Todd Stottlemyre. Bradley, it's gone to left field. Tell it goodbye.
Yes, Phil Bradley.
There you go.
Orioles are in Toronto.
I hate the Sky Dome.
Have immediately
It's a
made their
bad
presence
stadium.
felt.
It's just
Phil
terrible.
Bradley,
Bad
on the
stadium.
first
That looks like
pitch of the
RBI
game.
baseball right there, just looking at that
it does,
screen.
it does.
Looks like RBI
An exciting
baseball.
start
But
to
you
the
got the
year.
Holiday Inn out there. I always
Game
wanted
winner
to stay in
Jeff
there as a
Ballard on
kid.
the mound.
Like
Here we go. We got our boy Jeff Ballard.
That's
We're okay.
Lefty, 18-game winner.
Our ace.
Here it comes.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a breaking ball.
Of
on the
course.
outside.
At least for 1 year.
The Orioles' defense was also in fine form.
There goes Fernandez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Down to throw to second, and they may get Borders. They do.
Oh, easily.
What was he doing?
By a mile. What was he doing?
Barrett picked off at first base. Here's Milligan's throw to second is in time.
All right, Cal.
Nice, that was close.
Just slap that tag.
Blue Jays have another
Oh,
runner
he's ticked.
thrown out on the bases.
Mookie Wilson, he ain't happy.
Diving stop.
He ain't Mookie.
He is actually the father of Russell Wilson. Little known fact.
An amazing
I just
play
made that
by
up.
Cal.
Of course he
I
does.
believe it.
Inning after inning, 1-0 it remained. In the 8th, Ballard gave way after another outstanding clutch
Oh, they should have
performance.
left him in.
And the lad who relieved was the only man for the job.
Look at him run.
Oh, it's good.
He does have a weird run.
Taking curveball, blazing
Well,
fastball.
he's in the
Jays
AL. He
wouldn't
doesn't
have
run. He
mattered
just
in the
stands
first
on the
place.
mound.
On this night,
Wild
though,
thing.
With a runner on third, one of his curveballs would betray him.
Oh, my. That curveball.
High game.
Devastating to the hitter, devastating to the catcher.
We needed this game.
Only from the most seasoned veterans, the rookie, a mere
It's all right.
22
It's a
years
movie.
of
It's got to be a
age,
happy ending.
was
Yeah,
unshaken.
he's a rookie. Give him a break.
Olsen would protect the tie through the ninth. And he continued
Got him.
into the 10th.
It's a tie.
Third and
Ugh.
final
Frank,
inning of the
stoic
game.
as always.
The Jays
This is a
mounted
nightmare.
huge threat.
I'm not
The
feeling
winning
good
run
about
was
this.
on
We're all right. We're all right.
One
I think
out.
we'll be fine.
But Olsen refused to wilt. He retired the rookie John Olerud and the veteran Gruber.
John Olerud.
The rookie John Olerud.
Oh, my goodness.
That's before he wore a helmet
Finally,
in the
11th,
field.
the Blue Jays got the big hit from veteran Lloyd Mosby.
Oh, Lloyd
The
Mosby.
exhausting first game of the
Mosby.
series
Again.
belonged to Toronto.
That was not a fun
shoot.
game.
Crap, we need to win the next two.
What's that game doing in the
Phooey.
highlight film?
Phooey.
Fate plays unusual games, and late on Friday night, it dictated a change in the starting rotation. Walking back to the team hotel after
You know how
the
many
game,
times I blame that
Harney
nail on
accidentally
why we did not
stepped on a
go all the
nail.
way in '89?
The injury
It is
would
amazing.
prevent him from
Injuries in
making the start.
baseball are always the most
It's
bizarre.
always weird.
Kid
He
Like-
stepped on a nail.
Scratching your
Dave
back and you tear your
Johnson,
your rotator cuff. Just
But
scratch your back.
who would you
Dave
have
Johnson.
replacement? It's got to be Dave Johnson.
Oh, Davey.
Got to be Dave.
Middle River represent.
Keep his club alive.
Oh, against
And
Jimmy
the game of
Key,
his life.
Oh
who
my.
would go on to pitch for the
And
Orioles.
of course, as any
Yes, he
Orioles
would.
pitcher of
I always
89
liked being
would,
Jimmy Key in RBI
Johnson
baseball.
relied on brilliant defense.
The 1-2 pitch now to Kelly Gruber.
Kelly Gruber.
To center. Devereaux got a good break, as he usually does.
That's Bob Costas now. This is like a nationally televised game.
Looks like NBC or something.
Yeah.
Bob Costas. Good
The
for him.
offense pecked away.
3-2 pitch line over Gruber's head. Fair ball down the line. Now let's see if Bradley can score.
Oh, stupid fan.
Oh, fan interference.
It's always.
That would have been a
He
triple.
would have scored. Game over. He scored.
They are going to score the runner.
This will be a 1-2 pitch.
How come we don't vilify that guy like we do Jeffrey Mayer?
To the left for a hit. Ripken coming home.
Because it wasn't playoffs, I guess.
Well is in
This
there.
might as well have been the playoffs.
So Milligan moves to second, and the Orioles have the lead.
And through
Well, we got the
7
run in
gritty
anyway.
innings, Johnson and the Orioles led the Jays 3-1.
Dave Johnson
When
out pitching
Johnson
Jimmy
walked the
Key.
leadoff hitter in the 8th, the tying run came to bat.
So far.
It was time to let the bullpen
No,
try
you
to
walked.
preserve
Oh,
Dave's
Mark
effort.
Williamson. Come on, Mark. Come on,
The
Mark.
Jays were determined in the 8th. They needed 3 runs to go ahead. 2 walks, a sacrifice, a couple of singles,
Oh,
and a
2
sacrifice
walks?
fly later. They led 4-3.
If only
A
Pete
1-2-3
Harness would have
Orioles
started
ninth.
this game.
But Dave Johnson pitched a gem, 7 innings.
Yeah.
Had
What
ended.
more do you want?
Oh, that's such a boring.
Oh,
That's
trash
such a
talk.
mean sign.
Devastating? Hardly. The weekend was full of clean, terrific
Poking
baseball.
fun at Adam Jones
handled
back in
with class
89.
by both
I'm glad they didn't
organizations.
show Larry
Fans
Sheets
in Toronto,
striking out
made
for the
up
last
Blue
out of the
Jays
game
and
because I
Orioles
might have
fans
cried
alike
again.
Were a model of enthusiasm.
That looked like
good
Kenny
sportsmanship,
Powers there in the
and
Oriole
courage.
jersey.
Oh, it's been fantastic for the Orioles.
Oh, it's been fantastic for the Orioles.
And the Canadians are fantastic.
And on Sunday,
Canadians are fantastic. Words you'll never hear again.
anticlimactic
Hey,
game
at least Ben
as
McDonald
Ben
got to
McDonald
start the
earned his
meaningless
first
game.
Major League win.
Good for
The
Ben.
Orioles hung not their heads in shame. Instead, their chins were high, their hearts bursting with pride.
It was a magical year.
Awaiting their arrival were thousands of the
Why not
hungry fans
1990,
forces
right?
known.
Yeah.
Well, we finished in 5th place, 9 games under 500.
And even worse than 91, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with why not 2014. Oh, Frank.
He's doing the pointing.
Yeah, he's sending runners.
A parade on Monday was
Well,
the
they said
last
Frank Robinson never talked. When he went to pinch hitter, he would just point to the end of the bench.
Yeah.
And there were 3 pinch hitters, and they would just take turns
Just go.
pinch hitting because he would just point to
It was
him.
just point.
And so eventually they just take turns.
Did
Who wants
we
to pinch it
really-
this time?
Did we really have a parade for second place?
fans
Like in the rain. The
Desperate
people came
times.
out with their umbrellas.
We love our Orioles.
Their heroes
Desperate
were
times.
I love our Orioles too, but like it seems a little unnecessary.
fans would never forget.
Yeah, look at this parade compared to the Super Bowl parade.
Randy Milligan,
Had to be there.
second place! Yeah!
We're number 2. We're number 2.
Ring the bell, Alrod Hendricks.
Remember last spring when every expert in baseball said the Orioles would finish 7th. One said the Orioles would finish 7th because...
Hey, at least we'll never finish 7th again.
Yep.
I need to remember that. Well, we all know what team.
Yeah!
16 days in first place this year.
So let's have a parade!
Oh, desperate times.
It looks like Fan Fest.
They're in the convention center, yeah.
Days in first place.
That's back when we were the city that
We went
reads.
from worst to almost first.
Look at that logo. Oh, it just went away. The logo on the podium.
Instead of the city that
You
murders.
know, we see all the signs here, and we
Oh,
saw all
Frank.
year long that you loved us. Well, we just want to let you know we love you too. Thank you.
I love you too, Frank.
Like I said, what a season. A year
Jeff
like
Ballard
this
opened the
convinces
movie
you that
and
we're on
closing the
right track
movie.
with our rebuilding
Coming
efforts.
full circle. I love
We shouldn't
it.
fool ourselves. We've still got a ways to go. But with the hustle and vitality we showed this year, it seems like we'll have a lot of fun getting there. You know, the fans
No.
call us their heroes. But with the way they help us, we know who the real heroes are.
Jeff Ballard, your team will suck next year and the year after.
More soundtrack.
This is Lou Rawls singing "The Wind Beneath My Wings."
What song is a better tribute to the fans? Wind Beneath Your Wings, Wind Beneath My Wings, or I'm Glad You Came? What's a better tribute to the fans?
But you can ring the bell because Lou Rawls died in 2006.
I think I'm Glad You Came is a better tribute.
I'm gonna go with Glad You Came.
Yeah.
But it's different times.
Different times.
Might have appeared to go unnoticed.
Yeah, I feel like we should be like swaying with each other.
I mean, a parade, a whole video for second place. I love it. Only in Baltimore.
We got a video for Buckle Up Birds. Wasn't that? That wasn't even. That was.
Look at those short shorts, man. Woo! He's wearing Daisy
Don't
Dukes.
bend over anymore, please.
Or do. Whoop! Look at that curveball. Whoa! Oh.
Another excited up.
Cal Ripken, you are my hero.
I'm gonna guess it's a home run.
Boom!
I'm gonna guess we won't know.
Wave, Cal.
12:08.
That is how I stayed in such good shape. All those curtain calls. He must have done.
That's
100
where I got my
curtain calls
number
in
one
his career.
thing from our logo, from Cal. Number one.
I think more accurate should be number 2.
Second place.
Second place.
Where, do you think I can still get a Steve Finley jersey somewhere?
You can get custom.
I'm gonna get a custom Steve Finley jersey.
Get Arizona
Is that Adam Jones?
That's not Adam Jones.
Time traveler Adam
Yeah,
Jones.
that might be the most racist thing in the whole video.
I know it was Phil Bradley. Oh, this song just makes me feel good.
Makes you feel real good. Real good.
For second place.
This is the Orioles singing the song to me.
But this was like 89.
I'm their
This was
hero.
like- this is like the perfect montage song in 89.
Yeah.
But I would love it if, like, Glad You Came, like the Orioles did last year or 2 years ago, if they did The Wind Beneath My Wings with the players singing it. At least mouthing the words.
Yeah, that would be good.
Mike Devereaux singing to me.
Yep.
I can get used to that.
Yeah, Milligan.
That's why.
Second place, bring it!
That's why
Second place!
Well, that's why he's got 2 arms up, one on each.
Yeah, boy!
Oh, go back into the cornfield.
Field of Dreams, baby.
So
this
wait.
was exactly like Field of Dreams.
Was this whole thing a dream? Did it not really happen?
No, we really finished in second place, Bert. This is no dream. It really happened.
Crap. Hey, we won Manager of the Year, Executive of the Year,
Buck Showalter didn't
Greg
even win that
Olson.
in the playoffs.
Rookie of the Year, Craig Worthington, the Sporting News Rookie of the Year.
That's a lot of people.
We're one of those.
I'm included in there.
Yeah, we were kids, but we
For
were
sure.
there.
Narrated by John Miller, the
Thanks,
one
John.
and only.
Charles Steinberg, well done.
Well done.
done, Charles.
Always a good director.
Yeah.
I like all his stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the coaching staff right there. We got Kyle Ritchie.
Too bad it's
They named Richie Highway after Kyle Ritchie, actually. Little known fact. Richie
little
Highway was named after Kyle Ritchie. Based on this film alone.
Right.
Kyle Ritchie also videographed it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't have done it without Mr. Hawk. Mr. Hawk really led the way in the videography.
Hold on, I want to see these credits. Look, that's you, Matt. Saluting with your wristbands.
That was not that cute. Oh, Josh.
One more Kevin Hickey, ring the bell.
One last time.
Hey, look, there's a young Kurt Schilling.
Oh, yeah, good call, Bert.
Kurt Schilling right
Kurt
there.
Schilling, yeah.
You're out.
Betsy, good to see a woman involved in the project.
That's right. Unfortunately, she wasn't in charge of the tracking. Oh, Tommy Alonso, he's the songwriter. The Why Not song?
Too bad some fans came up with the whole concept of why not, and the Orioles just ran with it and never gave them credit.
Well, that's what the fans do. I mean, it's the fans' job to get people excited.
Hey,
oh,
look,
shout out to the Navy.
Academy.
Home Team
Academy.
Sports. Look at those guys. They were just having fun.
They're just jokesters. They're all jokesters.
I tell you, I love Mark Williamson, man. There's Adam Jones again.
High five. You see? We don't do high fives like they used to. That's a great high five.
Like really high.
Yeah.
Really
and
high.
like good contact. Bam.
Why not?
Why not?
Why the heck not? Joe Angel was still a broadcaster back then.
Hey, Jim Palmer too?
And the ushers need to dress like that.
Yes.
Yes, that's
They
a great
need those
outfit.
little orange police hats back.
Come on, Ryan. Step it up.
I Love Mickey.
I do too.
I remember that song. Blaze of Glory. Kenny Rogers. Can't forget that song.
Hey-o!
Even the Oriole Bird had a Why Not shirt.
Get it, Bird. Bird's the word.
Why not 98 Rock? There you go, Dream Team Band. I told you.
Yeah, you told us, Bird.
Yeah, many
nice.
times you've told us.
Tom Petty, huh?
I told you Tom Petty.
You never
sang that
mentioned
song.
Tom Petty.
I did mention Tom Petty. Lou Rawls. I told you, Lou Rawls.
And then Suckman Yoon in the background.
These have been exciting times.
They have been.
Too bad we finished in second place.
Thanks, kids.
Thanks, kids.
You're welcome.
Thank
Boys
you,
and girls, thank
kids.
you. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Team photo.
Orioles Inc.
Now what? Hold on. Oh, shoot.